Hi there, this is Ron Rogers, and this video is titled Growing My YouTube Channel. Now, I know there's a lot of videos on YouTube about growing your YouTube channel, but this is about growing mine, and the reasons it's about growing mine is because I started this whole thing out just as a lark. I wanted to record some stuff for the kids, so they could see it later. And I got a lot of viewers. I got a lot of subscribers to it, actually more than I ever expected. And a lot of you guys have offered a lot of very good encouragement and ideas, okay? Because I didn't know that much about this. And the reason I'm using this picture on growing my channel is you see the little guy in there? Well, he's grown quite a bit. He just checked out very recently as a 777 captain for a very nice major airline, flying in the same seats that I used to fly in quite a while ago. I checked out at the age of 52. He's checking out at the age of 51, which is kind of interesting. But okay, here's the thing, and here's a little bit about what I need your help on, and I'll give you a little story about how this progressed. Now, it started out, they said, hey, YouTube said to me, you want to monetize your channel? And I go, what's that? And they said, well, you can do these ad things and it'll make money. And if you don't do the ad things, we'll do the ad things anyway, so you might as well. It's kind of a weird deal. Okay, that's fine. I started doing that. And then I had my members say, well, there's all sorts of upgrades you can do. And a lot of them were very helpful. And they said, you should do memberships. And I go, well, what's memberships? And they go, well, the memberships are really cool. It allows your fans to support your channel. And like I said, I've got good fans. I've got some guys who are very good in graphic artistry, and they designed shirts like this for me, because people were, I would tend to use this term, but I digress. You may have heard that. If you watch my videos, you've heard me once or twice make that statement. And they started to say, hey, if you make t-shirts that say but I digress on them, we'll buy them. And I thought, yeah, that's funny, that's a joke. And I had a number of people say it, so finally I did, and I've actually sold quite a few of the t-shirts, which is kind of cool. And that helps because it helps upgrade the equipment. I've had to upgrade to a faster computer because doing all this video takes a lot of processing, and better microphones and stuff, because some of the earlier ones, the audio wasn't the best. And I got a lot of comments on that, very constructive comments, but nice comments, so I've upgraded the audio. And, there's always room to upgrade things. And I've had a lot of people say, you need to upgrade. And they've suggested, like, this is never going to happen. I'm never going to be able to afford a T-38. If I even had one, I couldn't afford to put the gas in it. Okay, this is much more reasonable. And, part of the thing is the membership things helps to be able to, get more GoPros and stuff. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But like I said, to upgrade the equipment, no, this is not going to happen. Nowhere close. Now, an interesting side note is I had the Waco people, they hire a professional video company to come out and actually film me. They wanted me talking about my Great Lakes. They're doing a promotional video. They came out a couple of weeks ago, and they're putting this thing together, and it should be out in a bit. I'll give it a shout out when it comes out. But right now I'm working with a GoPro 9 that my wife bought me, and I would like to have multiple shots. And one thing that helps with this whole thing is the fact that by you guys supporting me, I'm able to buy stuff like this. So the whole membership thing was I had some of you guys suggested, and then YouTube sent me a thing. They said, hey, we'd like to invite you to a workshop on how to do this. And I just started that this week. Now, I've kind of started to set up the thing. I haven't gone live with it yet, but I started to set it up, and I'm going through the course to learn how to do all this stuff. And it's really quite interesting. There's a number of people involved in it, and there's a lot of feedback and crosstalk and cross-pollination of ideas, which is really kind of cool. But it's very helpful. The people who came over to do the recording, they actually came over to my hangar. You'll see it. I'll do a shout out to this video when they get it up and running on the Waco site. But they came to my hangar, and I said, well, how much you guys got in equipment there, money-wise? And they said, well, about 20 grand. Well, that's that's some really nice equipment. But let me tell you kind of how the whole membership thing works. I've got it kind of in a beta thing, looking at setting up 3 different levels. What you basically do is the very first level, you get special recognition, you get a special little badge when you sign in, and that's helpful because it gives you priority on me responding. Now, I've been able to. I tried as hard as I can to respond to every single comment, and I think I do a fairly good job. Sometimes they get a little bit lost, though, and I feel bad about that. But I try to respond as best I can. If I haven't responded to you, it's not because I didn't intend to. It's because it may have gotten lost in the shuffle. Because sometimes I get a lot of people responding, and it gets overwhelming. So I'm doing the best I can. What this does is it gets you priority on that. It gives you special recognition. There's also there's three different tiers I'm setting up with three different price points, and they're all, I think, quite reasonable. But they allow you members only early access to videos. You get to see them before everybody else does. And I'm also looking at putting together live group discussions, so we could all get together and have kind of like a Zoom call or a live going live. I've got to kind of research that because I don't fully understand all what that is. And then I also thought about I could do some career mentoring because I have a lot of people asking me about, what's it like? I'm just starting out. I'd like to get information. I went and talked to Lewis University the other day, talked to all those brand new people very early in their career, and I got some nice feedback on it because some people said that, hey, I didn't realize that there were so many options and things could be so, variable, and that there were all sorts of different ways an aviation career could go. And he says, they said it really kind of opened my eyes that there's a lot of options out there, and I shouldn't just have a narrow focus. So that could be a lot of fun. I'm still having to work out some issues. I got this thing now. I started flying 50 years ago. Okay, so I try to do good with technology. I think I do pretty good, but they talk about unique emojis, and I'm kind of trying to figure that little thing out. I don't know if any of my graphic artist friends could help me on that or not, but I'm trying to figure out how to personalize emojis that you can have, and unique to this channel and stuff like that. So that's kind of one thing I'm working on. But my question is for everybody out there is, what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you like it? Well, the whole thing is voluntary, so if you like it, you can subscribe. If you don't like it, you don't need to subscribe. You still get all the videos. There are certain perks, and I'm working on what those perks may or may not be. And I see other channels they've been doing it for a while. Channels with smaller membership than I have are doing it, and it actually seems to be working. So I thought, maybe it's not a terribly stupid idea. I'll give it a shot. People suggesting it, because I didn't know about monetizing when it started. I didn't know about merchandising or anything like that. And hey, I'm having fun with it, and I'd like to improve. By supporting my channel, I can get some better equipment and have some, multi-view videos. You notice on the flying one on the 310, I had the insert of the instrument panel in there. And I watched that on my big TV. It didn't look too bad. I couldn't quite read it as well as I want, so I wasn't sure if I should have the instrument panel big and maybe the airplane small. You guys might comment on that. But I got a lot of viewings. When I first started doing this, I've got like 640 videos out there now. When I first started doing this, of course, it was a much smaller viewership, and now I notice when I put something out, I get a lot more views. So anyway, what do you guys think, and gals? Although most of my my viewership is predominantly male, but what do you think? Let me know, and really appreciate your feedback. Thanks for watching. Look forward to your comments.